How are we doing this morning, folks? Happy Monday. My free pack to open for the morning. Ooh, Nothing too shiny there. Shadowverse has been a ton of fun. I played in one of the... This is solid, man. I have chests available. I played in one of their tournaments over the weekend. That was super fun and convenient. It's pretty sweet that the whole tournament was fully in client. Oh, we have new round of weekly quests. I totally forgot they reset these every single week for the park. This one, FYI, is a little silly. You shouldn't even have to spectate the full match. It'll be you just like poke in and poke out. This one's easy, so we could just play. We're just gonna play ranked as normal. I just need to harass someone in the guild for this one. Oh, that's funny. Hello, Jay Schnoo. Thank you for the half a year. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Let's hop on into some battles, huh? Make sure we're live on the YouTube side. We are perfect. Let me throw the poll up over there. Red for life forever. Thank you for the over 7 years. I shared it late this month, and now I'll share it before my birthday, and I'll still be here until you ban me or quit streaming. I plan to be here for a little while yet. Here's to another 7 years, and thank you for the absurdly generous tier 3. You can leave at the ready screen to get the spectate one down. That's extra silly, but good to know. Alright, so we're gonna start with some aggro dragon this morning. I've been a little impressed by this one. I don't think it's gonna be the best deck in the metagame, but it's super competitive. I think Warrior of the Deep is a card that got overlooked by a lot of people to start. The fact that this just like fanfare domes people for 6 is quite good. And Vigilant Detective is a card I've been pretty impressed with. So it's just like a 3/3 that lets you get some pressure going early, but the Detective's lens, making it so you can strip ward off of something, lets you punch your opponent in the face through copies of things like Kuan's ward unit and Anna and Grea's ward unit, which is really, really solid. Another important thing to note here that I was actually a little surprised it worked this way, but pleasantly so, is the fan that discards a card to make you a 2/2 with Storm. This ability works the way you want it to with Luxfang Champion that says when you discard a card, give a random allied follower rush 1 attack. So if your board is empty and you discard this to the fan, you get a 3/2 with Storm that can attack right away. Thomas, thank you for the 69-month resub. That's a long time. Welcome back. I 4-0'd my weekend tournament lobby playing pure Puppet Portalcraft, which is a build I enjoy a lot. I'm gonna mulligan the extra 3 and this 4, I think. I'd really love a fan to open. And I have a 2 and do a 3 here for curve purposes while going first. That's excellent, honestly. So we hit the fan on 1, and then Apollo here can be good against the more aggressive builds of Swordcraft.
Stick to your path, no matter the hardships.
You draw the exact same cards in a mulligan. Yeah, in theory. You have multiple copies. Oh, you mean like, can you redraw the same cards you're putting back into your deck? I don't know the answer to that. We'll throw the extra fan back. Technically, you could activate 2 in a turn. You don't want to take extra space up. Something. So this Dorko summons a knight when it dies. They're hitting my face. I think I'm just making a 2/2 with this. And I think I'm bidding the Wind Rider to do it. So I think I want to keep the 2 Searing Fire Newt so I can double Fire Newt next turn as 2/2s. And the flexibility of having Apollo to clean out their board is really good, so.
Stay close. Protect our liege.
And this has ward, so not only does it crack my opponent in the face, but it means they have to attack through it if they want to hit me.
The only trophy I need is your heart.
And then this is exactly why we saved the 2/2/2s. So I get to go dork here. Yes, I do have a dedicated Shadowverse channel on the YouTube side. Actually, just got partnered.
The Lord Commander dons her mask.
Repent.
Reason.
To the shores of victory.
This is why Apollo is here. I have to decide.
I'm here to spread the love.
So we're definitely doing this because it deals another 1 damage.
What? You think I shot?
But I have to decide here, do I want to trade this here, or do I want to trade this here and then put pressure to their face? I think it's just this.
Listen out.
This deck doesn't play control super well. But I can't leave a 6 power thing in play.
We fear the dog because it let me aid you. Dons.
Yeah.
Understanding is the first step to conquering.
Well, I mean, that's a stellar draw. That was the best draw in our deck, and it's not particularly close, yeah. So I get to go ahead and engage this and discard this, which gets me a 3/2. And then I can play
I'm
this.
here to spread the love.
One of the things I really love about this deck is, like, normally you wouldn't want to play a card like Apollo in an aggressive deck because it's more defensive. But because your fan discard cards to get you these 2/2s with Storm, you can afford to be playing this type of effect because in the games or matchups where it's not good, you're just like, okay, I'm just going to turn this into a 2/2 with Storm. Which is really, really clean. Draconic Berserker's other cards I've been playing this deck that's been really impressive for me. So it regular evolves to deal 4 damage to a follower, but it super evolves to sweep their board.
Ready to your kill.
Forged in steel.
Which has felt pretty good. Reno Jenkins, thank you for the 31 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back.
My smiting spell. For currents.
Alright, and we definitely just need to clean out their board here, I think. Do I, or do I just hit them in the face? So, how much am I taking next turn? They're going up to 8. They can hit me for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It'd be going to 15. This
Listen out.
is definitely something we're doing. I'm debating, do I want to play the Blackwing Dragoon or not? And just crack their face. It's definitely on the aggressive side. I guess I die to Albert if I do that, which is not good.
Scale against steel. One strike fatality.
The problem is they're gonna have 8 next turn, which means they can play a copy of Amalia, which would really stonewall us.
Pierce through the heart of darkness. By my blade.
Forged in steel.
The currents!
Repent. I am no more than a servant of the light.
My oath is fulfilled. Ouch!
Our line from here. I think it's this, kill the 3-2,
Pay tribute.
and hope they can't kill us next turn.
Too slow.
I was trying to think if there's a sequence other than hope they don't kill us. I don't believe there is.
By my blade. By my blade.
Good.
Hurry
By
up!
my blade.
Think them having 3 units they can play here is a 0-outer. No, wait, we're not dead on board, right? Because I could do this 3 times. But fun fact, you don't actually... Oh, you can only engage this once. Oh, I'm so dumb. No, that's fine. We're still not dead on board though, right?
All will pay tribute.
We're still not dead on board. They have infinite cards, and we're dead to a stiff breeze. But we're technically not dead on board, which is all you could ask for.
Honor has no
That'll do it, Pig.
The currents!
A journey of 1,000 miles.
Even if we could have activated it a bunch, we would have likely been dead there. Hey, One True Bob. Thanks for watching so much over the last year and more. Welcome to our latest Shillionaire. Make sure that keeps getting cheaper for everybody at home. Ooh, a treasure chest.
This brings me back.
Welcome to Hades, oh doom spirits!
I mean, this hand's kind of great. I'm gonna mulligan the Wind Rider. I think anytime you have a fan, you mulligan the Wind Rider, because you kind of don't want her till you're in Overflow, because otherwise just like making a thing with the fan is better. And I think it's typically correct here to make a 2-2 and crack them. I guess we could just play Little Dragon Nanny. Yeah, maybe that's better.
Watch where you spell that
I have a different. I want to get her down. She makes something that has Intimidate, which means it can only be killed by direct. It can't be attacked by things directly. The opponent's archetype does not have a lot of ward units, so Vigilant Detective's ability is not super useful here, so I think we're gonna bin that one to make our 2/2 a Storm. Have you liked Ramp Dragon or Aggro Dragon more? I've definitely preferred this as my favorite build of Dragon stuff.
This to me.
This is a good line from the opponents. The opponent's definitely the control deck in this matchup. So they're using their Shadow Cemetery proactively here to clean my board out, which is smart.
made a narrow escape. Recurrence. I need sleep.
Apollo, Heaven's Envoy is nice. Gets to clean out these skeletons. Something you want to make sure you do pretty proactively in decks like this is use your Evolves to push damage. So I'm going to go ahead and just get this in as a deal 2 damage. And then obviously there's a possibility that if they can't kill this, it turns into an extra 4 damage. And in a perfect world, we're just going to go ahead and activate these every single turn to push damage from here on out. Although this turn, we might be using it to kill their 4/4. I played a 3-drop. I couldn't make a 2/2 last turn. Making a 2/2 costs 3 energy. Discard the extra 2 here.
Otohime.
Honestly, let's play the Lionheart out. Let's play the Lionheart out here too. So I didn't play the Lionheart out last turn because I didn't want to give them the option to kill it, and they would have killed it. So that would have been bad. I think I'm evolving this and just continuing to push damage.
Witness my kung fu.
No one protect our
Because now I have the Draconic Berserker ready to blow stuff up if we need to next turn.
You will take my hand. It's really heating up now. A gentle heat burns within me. Recurrence.
I leave the rest to you.
Upon the end rose.
So we're going to use our extra energy here to get the fan engaged. I think I might want the Vigilance Detective next turn, so I'm going to go with the extra Strike and Newt. I'm going to go ahead and evolve this one, which cleans their board. Oh, I guess I don't get to attack them with it, though, which is sad. They're 1 turn off of Cerberus, which could heal them a good chunk. Yeah, Medusa's an option this turn, but you gotta understand, games with bigger decks like this have more variance in them, so like, you can't just always assume your opponent has their best possible card. Assuming your opponent always has their best possible card is a good way to end up very sad. Yeah, now they're dead if they don't have Cerberus, yeah. Because this does 5. And then we've got Bruce here in hand to clean up for 6. I gotta play the detective out here too. That's another thing they have to answer. Beans, thanks for the over 2 years. Welcome back. Fredwick, thank you for the 91 months. That's such a long time. And 6 through 2 years. I was off a few weeks due to the PoE season. We have a video talking about this game and how is the dolphin experience in Shadowverse. I haven't run the numbers on the economy because I'm being honest. If I'm being honest, making economy content for card games is very frustrating. I'll sit down, it literally takes me hours, and then people just tell me they don't care and their vibes are good or bad. So I've pointedly decided I'm just going to make gameplay content for this game and tell you the economy feels fine. It's very typical CCG card game. There's booster packs, there's a dusting crafting system. Shout out to Bruce for closing that game out. He's a lovely shark.
This brings me back.
Those ephemeral dreams. I'll bind them together.
Alright, we're playing against Portalcraft. We're going first. I'm gonna mulligan these sixes. Well, we basically always want a fan in this deck, but we're definitely keeping our 2-drop into 3-drop. Ding! Thank you for the 3/4 of a year. Welcome back. The game is definitely more comparable to Magic the Gathering or Hearthstone than any of the other games I've played in recent memory. The core rules are relatively similar to Hearthstone. You play units, then you either attack units or their face, and you win the game by running them down. To set a low bar, the economy in this game feels much better than Pocket. Unironically, Pokemon Pocket has the worst economy of any digital card game I've ever played from a spending money perspective. I don't want to speak to the free-to-play experience. I'm not free-to-play in any of these games, but in terms of stuff I get for the dollars I put in, Pocket is pound for pound the absolute worst. The fact that their crafting points... The fact that their crafting points are set specific. There's no pity system for opening rarities. Like, it's just like really rough top to bottom. This is a good play by them dropping this out. It really makes me pump the brakes. I think we're just playing the Berserker here as a 4/5. We're not attacking into this, I don't think.
Sleep.
So when this evolves, it deals 4 to something. So I'm not killing anything else with this, which is a little bit sad, but I am getting to clear the path to get a little bit more damage to their face.
Dons their mask.
One of the things I've actually been really impressed with when it comes to this card is not only its effect, but also what its breakpoints look like. Like the 6-7 stat line is like a pretty good set of number overall. Infusing up into that's a little annoying. So this thing deals 3 to my board at the end of every turn. So that one's definitely gotta go. I gotta decide in what manner is it going though. I think it's Little Dragon Nanny. And then we evolve her, because when she evolves, she actually gives us another little baby dragon, and then we'll play a Vigilance Detective out here. We're not in a great spot with our lack of a fan. We really would like to be able to be discarding things to put storm units out. Second one of those is tough to...
possibility.
Walrus Gumball, thank you for the 14 months. Appreciate it. Oh, I think I just have to clear their board here, unfortunately. They're gonna hit Orcus energy next turn, though, and then we're probably cooked. I can crack them for 5 with the Wind Rider this turn, and then she doesn't die. She doesn't die to this. And then I'm taking 9 on board. Can I ever kill them next turn? I have draws that let me kill them next turn, right? Is this crazy?
He gave me direction.
Like, I think this is the line.
Eat my vapor trail. Full speed ahead.
I think it's this. I think it's just say you can't kill my 5/4. Say you can't kill me. This has Intimidate because we're in overflow, meaning they can't attack it, so they need a bullet for my Valentine here to clean it out, most likely.
Eat my stardust.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
It's okay to feel sad. Activating
Yeah, double game against us. And they have that, and the heal too. Just cooked. Unable to get under them this game. A lot of the good decks in this game are very grindy, and if you're gonna play an aggro deck, you just have to accept that sometimes you're gonna hit a spot like this. You're like, all right, we can't grind this one out. You win fast. Decks like this are pretty efficient laddering decks, not because of win rate, but because you both win fast and lose fast. Wins are quick, but when you're fully pushed out of a game, it's also relatively quick. Ooh, treasure chest.
This brings me back.
We have much to discuss.
Does the Shadowverse ladder kind of account for gameplay? Kinda. I think I'm gonna full mulligan here because I really want a 2 and a fan. So you get a small bonus for games being longer, but playing more games quickly is definitely better. You say this game is an upgrade from Bucket. I think this game has a lot more tactical depth in terms of its gameplay than Bucket. As is the case, things aren't typically strictly better or strictly worse, they're just different.
Is that a jingling purse I hear?
I see.
I'm gonna do this and hit their things for 1, and then I think I'm trading. I think I'm clearing one of their things for a point.
Excuse me.
This is the kind of game where your legs might fall asleep if you play on the toilet, unlike Snap at Pocket. See, I actually don't think that's a fair comparison to Pocket, because Pocket's round timers are so incredibly excessively long that it actually frequently has games that last 10 plus minutes. So I think that's actually a mischaracterization. It's accurate that this game is not as snappy as Marvel Snap, but I don't think it's a remotely fair comparison to say that Pocket actually plays particularly quickly.
I need sleep.
And as a huge plus point for this game in and of itself, this game has one of the best round timers of any card game I've ever played. I think the individual round timers in most card games are excessively too long, and this game does not fall into that trap. Alright, so we're definitely using the fan this turn. There's a question of what am I using it on? I think it's the Dragon Strike. I think I want to keep the Lionheart Ward to clean out something big. And I think I want to keep the Olivia so we can super evolve her in something else next turn. Let's evolve this.
Protect our liege.
This land is both cradle and grave.
Yep, so I assume they're going to super evolve here. This lets them kill two things.
Nothing but vice.
What currents?
So this has Intimidate, meaning they can't attack her directly. Do I die to Orcus next turn? Yeah, I die to Orcus next turn if I don't kill this thing is the problem.
All will pay tribute to my black wings.
One strike fatality.
They have a lot of removal. That's not true when my card has Intimidate.
I'm busy.
It is what it is.
I lost my strengths and gained a heart. Let down the guard.
I don't miss.
I want to be
Yes,
heard.
puppets
Let
are
down
bad
the
at
guard.
dealing with Intimidate cards.
I need sleep.
I see.
GG. Do I have lethal? Oh, Olivia is lethal. Holy crap.
Fly forth into an endless sky.
That's so clutch. Okay, so we play... It took me a second. So we play her. We discard this. And then this has Storm. So then I evolve this, which makes this a 5. And then Olivia, when a super evolved thing kills something, it does 1 to them. So this does that, and then this is 8, and this is 5.
I won't give up.
So again, the Intimidate keyword on our dragon here was huge. Can't be attacked. And the puppets live or die by being able to attack with their units.
I suppose that was a good warm-up.
And then that game was a good example of understanding my role in the matchup, right? Like, I took a pause and I asked myself, okay, are we dead to Orcus? And then we counted, we're like, okay, we're dead to Orcus, so I have to kill the 8/8. And then they had the Orcus, which would have killed us, and then we found lethal through it thanks to the Olivia. Here's the deck list for people asking in chat. I'm going to take a brief pause for the cause to let some adverts roll. If you're new here, I always just stop and chat with chat for a minute so people that are watching ads to help support my content don't miss any of the gameplay. Appreciate everybody hanging out. We got plenty more Shadowverse coming up this morning. Don't go anywhere. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you tap the like button. Appreciate the folks that do that. It's a free way for you to support my content on that platform. And the YouTube channel's partnered. We're monetized over there. So have an advert on the YouTube side as well this morning for the first time. This is why I like Olivia in this list. Sometimes it's extra reach. Yeah, honestly, that was really impressive. It kind of makes me want a second one of her. Is it crazy to split? Is it crazy to split the Dragon Newt with Olivia 2-2? Hey, Horkichigo, thank you for the 3/4 of a year. Welcome back. I kind of want to split these 2-2. This card gets so clunky, and one of the downsides to having more expensive things is like they can get gummed up in your hand, but we have like 3 Fan and 2 Ruby. BKU Hacks, thank you for the 5 years. Appreciate that. Welcome back. I'm gonna try splitting those two after that last game. That sounds very, very reasonable. I'm over Anne and Gray. The Runecraft deck is definitely the strong one of, if not the strongest in the current set of things. The previous folks had mentioned that the original Shadowverse typically did balance passes once per month. I wouldn't, if they do that in this game, I wouldn't be surprised to see Kuan or Anne and Gray get touched. Hit the battle button, shall we? You want an Orchid's Nerve? I think Orchid's is a pretty reasonable card.
This brings me back.
Love the Fan on the opener. Honestly, Strike of Dragon Newt and Lionheart Ward are also really solid against Swordcraft. We're obviously going to mulligan. I think you basically always mulligan the 8 out of your hand in this deck.
To the shores of victory.
I think I'm just cracking them for 2 here. I think we're banishing the Dragon Newt.
Stay close. Protect our
Crack your face.
To the shores of victory. Not all is lost.
The currents.
Their archetype does not have a lot of wards, so I don't really need the extra effect from this. Go ahead and just keep binning here.
Stay close. Protect our
Just
lead.
keep binning. How easy or difficult is this game to learn for someone who's not played any card games / Pocket, but hit top 100 ranked in Pocket? If you ground it up to be top 100 in Pocket, I think you'll pick this game up just fine. I think the game has a lot more going on than Pocket, but you were assuredly playing Pocket at a high enough level that I don't think you'll have a hard time with this at all. I have a few decisions to make here. I could Berserker and clear their board, but I kind of like saving this to deal with bigger things. I think I might just bin the Lux Fang and crack them for 3. And then I have to decide, is it worth burning Is it worth burning the Dragon Newt on one of these? Probably not, because next turn I'm likely to play the Draconic Berserker plus the Strike. Oh, you know what? I probably was supposed to evolve and hit them for 2 extra here. Yeah, I think I should have evolved and hit them for 2 extra. Would have put this to 5. Which would have also made it more defensive.
I will provide cover. Let me aid you.
Lightning!
Understanding is the first step to conquering.
Alright, we need our mage here. That is not the mage, gamers. So next turn, this can clean out the friends. 6, 10. I might just take a 7-ball here. I think I'm just gonna take a 7-ball. I'm gonna kill this. Do I play the Searing Dragon Newt out? I guess I'm not gonna live to use my evolutions anyways. I'm gonna use this to buffer my life total a little bit. We'll kill 2. Basically spending a card and an Evo to do this, but we're probably not gonna live to use 4 Evos this game otherwise, so. Next turn, the Super Evolve on Draconic Berserker clears the battlefield out.
Reason. To the shores of victory.
So we're gonna take 5 here.
I leave the rest to you.
I swear by this very sword.
Down to 11. And then I have my extra energy point here now, so I can activate the fan as well here. So we'll get to go Draconic Berserker. The Super evolves to deal 4 to everything. And then we'll get an extra point. We're going second. We'll engage this. I think I'm binning the little Dragon Nanny at this point, because the 1 point from this Dragon Newt might really matter. We'll hit this, which then hits them for 1 because it's super evolved, and this hits them for 2. And then I have the Blackwing Dragoon plus Storms from here and 2 evolves to hopefully push this last 10 points down.
Because it let me aid you.
Young Paragon dons his mask. Gaze at the stars.
I really need one of our 3 copies of the deal 2 to everything, and deal 1 to everything. Probably means we're cooked. I think we're just dead, yeah. I mean, people commenting that my opponent's deck is really good against ours. Like, if we hit our card that deals 1 to everything, it's like not really a big deal. Like they had 2 copies of their thing that swarmed the board, and we had 0. I have 6 things that sweep. I think people are being way too results based, because just for clarity's sake, they drew 2 of their things that flooded the board, and I drew 1 of my 6 copies of things that cleaned the board back. Like they're one shark away from dying if we draw on parity things that clean the board versus things that flood the board.
This brings
A lot of puppets this morning.
We have much to discuss.
Definitely full mulliganing this handful of clunky 3s and 4s, looking for fans and 2s and 3s. This is a really bad hand. No fan and no Ruby to smooth it. Aggro decks are definitely more at the mercy of the quality of their opening hand than decks that are looking to go long.
Never forgive.
Not terrible. That's a good pickup, letting us clear their 2 for 1 and get more pressure on the board here.
Change doesn't scare me anymore.
Looking for a spark of inspiration.
We're killing this
Leave it all
turn.
to me.
I think I'm giving up a point to kill it.
I'm busy.
Seems worthwhile.
Stronger?
The young paragon dons his mask.
They had to bullet. They had to bullet our Intimidator. Now the question, I think they're supposed to burn and evolve and eat a 2/2 here. Yeah, this is smart.
Tomorrow's gonna burn even brighter.
I leave the rest to you.
Staff. Well, this is better than drawing another 6, I suppose. We're gonna evolve this, kill this, and hit them for 4.
My star is
Dude,
the star
watch the
of power. Leave it
thingamajig.
all to me.
The truth is close at hand.
This being at 4 health is also a big deal because their mech deals 3 to everything on our side of the board at end of turn. So if they decide to put Omega out here, they're not going to get to clean that. They're going to have to.
Follow me.
They have both.
This might hurt.
Oh, this is temporary. So they're cleaning our board out here, and they're gaining 3, but these are going away here.
Seems like I've overlooked something.
Fan is a little bit late, but not the end of the world. We have Blackwing Dragoon here.
All will pay tribute
We could
to
go
my
ahead
black
and I think we evolved to push damage here. This gets it out of that 3 damage range, and it forces them to have another way to kill it that's not an attack. This has Intimidate.
This land is both cradle and grave.
I don't miss.
Super Evolve.
Ambition.
I'll remember you.
Nothing but vice.
What if we ban, discard Luxfang, get a 3/3
Stay close.
or
I'll touch you,
3/2,
May.
and then I could evolve this
One strike
and crack them for 6,
We're out to protect our lead.
and then I can play Detective's Lens to let us strip ward off of an Orcus thing. And then next turn, I could go Olivia, make a fan, super evolve the Olivia and this, and strip.
Eat my stardust.
Trajectory.
Oh, they have 2 heals.
Activating auxiliary engines. What currents?
So many heals. Yeah, I was playing around Orcus, Realmia. Realmia probably means we're dead. I mean, the opponent's deck is just the build of Forestcraft that's good against aggro. Their deck is really bad against the better decks of the metagame, and it's good against the aggressive decks. This deck's Runecraft matchup is abysmal. I don't think we have a way to not be dead, right? This lets me kill their 2 big ones. So this leads me not dead on board.
Even fate shall follow my lead. Listen up.
Dead to a lot, but not dead on board, and they still have their 2 kills, so. The writing's usually on the wall when you have to start killing their stuff instead of killing them. I guess they're out of super evolves. Yeah, they only have 8 damage. They get like 0% chance we die this turn. Famous last words. Can I engage this if there's nothing with ward out?
This is not the end.
I can, yeah. I was thinking about board space considerations.
Dear, I would give anything.
Yes, chat sounds pretty confident. It's about 50-50.
Ouch!
Only ransom I take is blood.
I see.
No evil shadows on my law and order.
Law and order. That's a good one.
Stay close. Protect our liege. This kitten's got claws.
Kind of assume they're just gonna play out another one of these 4/5s organically.
Curious artificer dons their mask.
They're not. Okay. Yes, you can use the fan without cards in hand, which might be relevant here. I don't think they're close to meching. I think I'm binning the second fan here.
Stay close, Otohime.
A little kindness goes a long way.
Protect our liege.
Oh, I know I'm dead to the Striker artifact if I don't kill something.
I see.
That's fine. We are probably cooked dynamically, but we should. At some point, this game will add the feature where I can see cards in their hand that we know are deterministically there as an extra reminder, but we should know if the Striker artifact gets us. Forestcraft? That's a rare breed.
This brings me back.
I long for sights unseen.
Like I said earlier, I think you basically always mulligan Wind Rider when you have a fan. Earliest you'll need her is turn 6. Yes, unironically, literally the only quality of life feature this game is missing that other games have is the ability to see cards deterministically that you know are there.
Let's play a game. Let's play a game. Same time tomorrow?
I leave the rest to you.
I think I'm pretty happy with that exchange.
Stay close. Protect our
Crack him
liege.
for 3 here. I think I just play this. It gets me an extra body, makes this one bigger. Dragon feels kind of middling. So this is a lecture I haven't given in years, but it's a good one for people who are not used to traditional TCGs to hear. Traditional aggressive decks like this have a strong emotional bias against playing them, because when an aggro deck like this wins the game, it wins quickly by running its opponents over, and when it loses the game, it tends to lose really long, drawn-out games. So if you go, let's say, 5-3 with an aggro deck on the ladder, there is a very real chance you spent more time playing losing the game in the 3 games that you lost than you spent time playing winning in the 5 games that you won.
Forest guard dons his mask. Don't look away. Fellowship.
Like, yeah, this is a perfect example, right? Like, how long did it take me to lose that last game? And now this one took us what, like 4 minutes?
Witness my kung fu.
Any last words?
This is new.
Yes, and the inverse of this lecture is true for mid-range and grindy decks, which is why you'll see people play them, is you could go 1-2 with the control deck, but if the 2 you lost were fast and the 1 you won, you spent 25 minutes winning the game, you're like, oh, I feel great. I played 40 minutes and I went 1-2, but I spent 25 minutes winning and I spent 15 minutes losing, even though your record was negative. And this isn't to say that aggro decks are automatically good and gonna have bad records, and control decks are gonna be good and have good records, and control decks are gonna be bad and have bad records. But it is to say you can't just run on vibes when you're evaluating, did the control deck feel good or the aggro deck feel good, because there's this extra psychological component in play.
This brings me back.
This will be
All right, we're playing in Sword, and I have Apollo in my opener, which is one of our best cards this matchup, and I have a Fan to start, which is our best card everywhere. All right, triple Apollo. Giddy up, Cowboys. 2-drop. 2-drop. Oh, we're so good at this game. We're so good at this game.
Most who take the high road wind up dead.
I leave the rest to you.
Definitely keeping the newt.
Stay close.
Sorry, the fire newt. I guess I discarded a different card with newt. It's him. How's the matchup against Runecraft? How good is your opponent at drawing, what's it called on curve? Did they draw their Anid Gray on curve?
Stay close. Protect our liege.
Always. They're probably not good. Generally speaking, much better going first or going second. It depends.
Reason.
At your service.
What current?
I'm here to spread the love.
Too slow.
What? Think I shine too? At your service.
I yield.
There are definitely exchanges that favor my opponent.
We fear the dark because it let me aid you.
Roar of thunder.
Understanding is the first step to conquering.
That being said, we have second Apollo here.
I'm here to spread the love. Ah!
Will I have enough time to Olivia this game? I think the answer is no. I think I definitely want the extra Apollo long term. I definitely want to push damage this turn.
What? Think I shine too brightly? Listen up.
Protect our
I
leash.
left foresight.
You talk a lot about the dynamics between aggro, midrange, and control, but what's the word of wisdom you've got for the aggro versus aggro matchup? Understand who's the beatdown.
What currents?
At your service.
You need to be able to correctly identify when you need to be able to correctly identify when you are killing them versus when they're killing you. Speaking of when they're killing you, can they kill me next turn if I hit their face? They can do 10, 11, 12. They can storm for like 3 more. Do we fan plus Ravishing Dragon, dude? I don't think so. Oh, the dog always attacks twice. It so does, doesn't it? That's awkward. I need to keep Apollo for Amalia, right? Okay, I have to discard her.
Close, Otohime.
A little kindness goes a long way.
One strike fatality.
Live, let me care
Protect
for
our
you.
leash.
I don't love discarding Forte here, but I have to. Oh fuck! They don't have a play point. Oh, I'm so dumb. They don't have a play point. I really wish they would just get rid of this when it's no longer there instead of graying it out.
Forth into an endless
I'm gonna lose this game because of that, aren't I? They healed. Might be in trouble anyway.
Even fate shall fall to this blade. Ah!
What currents?
How could you?
Remember when I discarded my Olivia instead of my Apollo? Peppered Farm remembers.
Stay close. Protect our leash.
A trifle.
Full hand versus almost out of potential gas. Again, I really can't emphasize enough that that's such a perfect encapsulation of the things that don't matter. Like we're not playing a grindy control deck. We're not measuring our position in a matchup based on how many cards I have in hand versus cards in their hand. You know what the best card advantage in a game like this is? The best card advantage when you're playing an aggro deck is killing your opponent while they have 6 cards in their hand. You have 0 cards in your hand and you kill them while they have 7 or 8, 9 cards in their hand. That's like a 9-for-1 gamers.
Pierce through the heart of darkness. Find my blade.
Forged in steel.
What currents?
Good.
We're not dead on board. We're not dead with that drum.
Against steel. Too slow. Give me a challenge.
to the
It's
end.
so unfortunate that we've got them to 7 and not 6, because 6 means that Bruce is lethal. I just obviously have to kill her.
Was this to be my
And they
legacy?
have, we're dead to Owlbear. Always dead to Owlbear. With them being at 7, I think we're out of outs. Oh, you know what? If they don't kill us, our Forte is potentially game winning, because her plus the staff.
Because it let me aid
Does that lock it up? I think that locks it up for them.
Let this be the war to end all wars.
Stay close, Otohime. Stay close, Otohime.
Bruce top deck was not lethal, right? Because these have barriers from her evolving. Right?
My apologies.
Protect our liege.
This kid just hit our face next turn.
You don't stand a chance against me. Stand proud. You earned this.
Is that an emote? I assume that's... I don't actually even know how to emote my opponents. Can I turn those off? I'm pretty sure there's a turn off emotes option in the settings, right? Human beings are dickheads, but this game is nice and lets you disable that. Disable display other users' emotes. No thanks. How lovely. Imagine having a video game that lets you opt out of being harassed while you play it. Couldn't be Marvel Snap.
This brings me back.
We have much to discuss.
You're salty. What a weird take. And that just really epitomizes why people are so toxic. I say, well, I feel kind of harassed while I'm sitting here thinking of my opponent's emoting me, and then someone's like, you feel salty. It's just like, I just didn't enjoy my opponent needling me while I'm trying to think through my turn, and then I opted out of it. People like that are always telling on themselves, right? They're like, well, they think of that interaction as salty because they like to harass people. Very... Stuff like that is the types of things people wouldn't do in real life, right? The classic Titan quote, some of you are too used to not getting punched in the mouth for things that you're saying.
A little kindness goes a long
I'm busy.
way.
Yeah, there actually aren't a lot of emotes in this game. It's not remotely like Snap. People love the emotes in Snap. I think I've had people do that before when I'm sitting there thinking sometimes, but like I've played well into the double-digit hours of this game so far. It's barely happened, so like definitely a much different experience than Snap, where people do those all the time.
Let me care for you.
I think I'm probably evolving to push damage here, yeah? I think I'm throwing Apollo back. I'm gonna throw Fire New back. I might want to ball later.
A jingling purse I hear?
Oh, that's a great draw. And yeah, I'm gonna evolve to push damage here.
Love is light. Let me care for you.
Now, the first kind of check for cards they could have in their hands here is, do they have one of their 5s that lets them drop copies of artifacts into play? If they have the Doom Right that evolves, they're probably in a pretty decent spot. Resurgence is, like, annoying, but not the end of the world.
How could you?
Trajectory calculated.
I really like this Evo for my opponent here. They are correctly identifying they just need to stabilize their life total at all costs. This is a really good heads up evolve from our opponent here.
Steel against steel. Witness my
And that's a play that
Does death beckon?
a worse player probably misses. You can't take your Evos with you. If you die with your Evos unused. It doesn't help you out here.
This land is both cradle and grave.
Yep.
This might hurt.
Ambition.
I need to clean my board out here. So next turn is the Orcus/Realmia turn. I don't have a lot of artifacts for Realmia, though.
I shall earn freedom even for you.
There's one copy of Bruce. Heck, I'm throwing back Apollo at this point.
Is that a jingling purse I hear?
This puts them down to 8. And if they have Orcus, it'll be their last super evolve, which means their subsequent Orcuses are less scary. Oh my goodness, them bulleting our card here is incredible for us. That is not the start of
Will be over soon. Scalpel.
Thanks for the business.
Alright, so Forte is lethal. Little dragon Danny. I think I'm saving the Super Evo for now, right? Shark is 1 point short of lethal. It does 6, and the Super Evo does 7. I think it's hit, kill this little dragon Danny, hope to kill next turn. So I don't want to burn this Super Evo yet, in case that way I have it as a burst if I draw a Storm card. And they didn't have a good way to clean up our big thing last turn, so I think they're gonna need to limp through getting Kit off the field here too.
Stardust.
Oh, they top decked Realmia.
I got smoke.
This should set us up to. Is that lethal this turn? I think it's lethal over a couple of turns, but it's not lethal this turn, right? So I think it's this. Discard this.
Stay close, Otohime.
I think I want to kill the ominous artifact here. I think I play. Well, do I? No, I probably just do max to the dome, right? It's probably just the full 5 upstairs. That way, if they heal 3, they still die to Bruce. Because they're out of a play point. And that makes them need to heal 4 or more. No, I changed my mind.
Dons his mask.
Too slow.
Gaze at the stars.
This is better against Sylvia, which they still have 2 of. This is better against Sylvia, because Sylvia would get them to 7 otherwise. This still leaves them dead to Bruce. It means they can heal for 3 to not be dead to the shark. But yeah, cool. We played around that one.
And grave.
I don't miss. Why seek to fall
Leave the
from
rest to you.
paradise?
The currents!
Only ransom I take is blood.
Looking for a spark of inspiration.
Do they have their big thing? We're actually dead to... We're actually dead to Voltron, yeah. Because of the super evolve. Even without the super evolves, actually they have 10 plus 10. They have 20, 23 this turn.
Never forgive.
Well, them attacking the shark is good for the home team.
Dude, watch the thingamajigs.
I lost my strengths and gained a heart. Let down your guard.
Trajectory calculated.
I want to be heard. Let down your guard.
Alright, 2 sharks, 1 in 12.
I see. Good.
Ah, so close, so far away. GG, opponent.
Stand proud. You earned this.
Down to that. Back down to the Ruby. This deck's okay. One of the people that was grinding infinite amount of points, I think they posted, I pulled it off of Twitter. I think they posted they hit like some point record grinding this inside of Masters, because again, playing decks like this are good for playing lots of games quickly. I think we went a little bit less than 50% in this session, and in the previous games where I was playing it off stream, I went a little bit above 50%, so right about break even with it. It's fine. I think the bigger cards with Ward and the controlling mid-range stuff is a little bit overtuned this expansion, where these decks are maybe missing their one tool short of a full toolbox. I think if you're looking to get games done quickly, this is a fine choice for that. But I don't think this is like a good tournament deck that's good based on power level. I would wager the person who got up to the most points on the ladder is probably just playing a pretty unholy number of games to get there. All right, gamers, we're gonna go ahead and take a brief pause for the cause to let some adverts roll. We're gonna play a different deck when we return. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Don't go anywhere. Watch it on the YouTube side, consider tap the like button. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps the content reach some more people. If you enjoy the Shadowverse YouTube channel, making sure you leave that little bit of engagement on all of the live streams of the videos is a great way for you to help make it a part of my regular schedule by making it sustainable for me. Yeah, it's a relatively cheap deck to make too. You really only need Forte. Even Olivia, you can get away without. I think you could swap her for another Dragon Newt, another Lux Fang. I think you do basically just need these three legendaries. Then the fans are the important ones. Oh, you know, I forgot our perk missions say you can't leave at the end of the game. That's funny. Oh, I already finished that one. That's fine. Should we go open some perk chest, gamers?
For me?
Runecraft pants. I will say I'm pretty surprised at how much the regular drip of vials is in this game. I wasn't expecting the missions to regularly give you vials too. You get like 200 to 300 vials a day. A lot of the time. Like what are the like, I think my missions are done for the day. Usually it's like 50 to 100 vials, right? I sure like this one. It's 50 on it. And this is one of the worst ones. Should I reroll that mission? I should probably reroll this one. It's 50 to 150, yeah. Played 20 followers, got the same one back, that's fine. I think if you're not opposed to which is the particular type of mission you're getting, you're typically supposed to use your reroll on one of these 70 coins plus 50 vial ones, because these are the lowest value ones, and not all of the missions are uniform in how many resources they give you. Sometimes you can roll up into extra resources by doing that. Yes, I agree with that. I'm not a huge fan of the 21-hour refresh when you finish a mission. I wish, like most other games, they would just reset a particular time per day. So that way you don't lose value if you log in at different times periodically throughout the course of the week. Would be nice. It's my favorite deck overall so far. I really enjoy playing the Forestcraft decks, but the best deck I've enjoyed is probably the Puppets deck. I 4-0'd the weekend tournament with the Puppets deck. I feel like I want to work on roaching people. What does the field look like for the tournament? So the tournaments were the way they structure it is 16 player on-demand tournaments. There's not like some type of big metagame breakdown or something you could do that. It was just like hundreds or probably thousands of small 16 player pods. You know how long until the next set? I believe so I don't know if it's data mined or confirmed, but anecdotally I heard that they plan to release a set in July and August just to get cards loaded in, and the sets will be every 2 months after that. Anybody know, is there an official source on that? That's what I've heard thrown around the community. I really like Glade in the other games that I play. They put out a roadmap. Imagine having a roadmap. That's confirmed by the devs. God, I feel so injured after playing a bunch of Pocket. It's just like the complete and utter lack of communication in that game is brutal. You don't like Olivia in this deck. No, you don't have room for that many pieces of top end. I think if you want another piece of top end, you want it to be a piece of top end that kills people. These sprites can be a little clunky. Also don't know that I need 3 of this. He made a beginner tutorial for this game. Yeah, like any good card game worth its salt, this game doesn't need me to record a tutorial because it's a really good in-game tutorial. If you want to understand what's going on while I play, you should download the game and play through the basics inside of it. Mid-July for set 2.
I long for sights unseen.
Mid-July for set 2, late August for 3rd set, late October, late December. We're playing a Forestcraft mirror. That's uncommon. I think I'm only getting... I think I want actually a Godwood staff if we're playing a mirror. I'm mulligan here. Major the Elf is one of our combo cards. If we play it as our 3rd or later card in a turn, it deals 3 damage to something we select, so we'll want to hold that for later. Fairy Tamer gives us some fairies in the hand. Amataz gets bigger for every fairy in our hand when we play him out. They have a Godwood staff to start, which is kind of scary. This lets them grind. If you play 3 cards in a turn, you get to draw an extra one at the end, so... Guess we'll have to focus on being the one to run them down now. Do you like Amataz in this deck? I was not impressed when I played it, but it could be a skill issue. So, one of the things this archetype lacks, in my experience, is things you want to play out proactively early. So, Amataz is that. It is a card that I could play on turn 3 to then just start punching them in the mouth. For lack of a better term. Is what Amataz does for you. Do I think he's incredible? Do I think the deck is significantly worse without him? No. I think you can absolutely budget him and you should not spend resources on him. But I think he's probably optimal just for giving you something to do early like this. Is this Rose or Roach or both? Rose is not a playable Shadowverse card. You run 3 Arya. 2 copies of her. She's a card you want to draw eventually, but you usually don't want to draw more than one. That is an incredibly defensive evolve. Play the fairy, attack here. I think I'm just playing all my cards out here to make sure I get a card draw off my Godwood staff.
I failure written in the stars.
There's a 3rd copy of Roach Mustcraft to play this deck, absolutely. Is your best card by a significant margin. It is how you win games.
Look away. Fellowship. Was my failure written in the stars?
Alright, so they are through 2 of their evolutions at this point. So, Glade draws 2 cards, and then when you evolve it, it deals damage split across your opponent's units. Important to know about split damage is that it doesn't overkill. So this is guaranteed to clear both of my opponent's things here. does 1 and then 6. It starts with their rightmost and then moves down along, assigning damage equal to their life total. I do not want to burn my play point to draw a card with Godwood Staff, because at this point, my extra play point is going to power my big roach turn. This is our finisher. It gets extra attack for each point of combo we have.
Fly forth into an endless sky.
Oh, they're playing Olivia. That's interesting. So I must be playing a bigger, more controlling version.
Holds my leash.
The world is full of splendor.
Even fate shall fall to this blade.
I failed you.
Fun's not over yet. Be cleansed.
So this puts me up to 9 cards in hand.
Mask.
And I could go ahead and evolve it,
Look away.
which will kill their super evolve.
This is not the end.
Do I want to burn my extra point to keep this healthy? I think I do, actually. So I'm going to play the fairy, then I'm going to play Lily, and Lily's combo is she sets something's health to 1, so that way the fairy can finish it. And then this also lets me trigger combo to draw a card with the Godwin Staff.
Be cleansed.
Opponent brick to draw there, they're already at 9 cards.
Wings shall be your deliverance.
Alright, there's Arya. I'm going to super evolve her.
Hear the primal cries of nature.
Arya gives them a crest that says their fairies have storm, meaning they can attack my face directly.
You knave. You knave.
Do we have lethal this turn? Don't ask me that question. There might be lethal this turn, but I am not qualified to answer. God, my hand being over full here is so clunky. I think it's play a baby and pick this up.
Let Lily's magic guide you. Let Lily's magic guide you. What cruelty. Same time tomorrow?
The world is full of splendor.
Same time tomorrow? For my people.
Pick the old cockroach back up. And then next turn they should be super dead. If someone went back and paused the tape there and was like, Jeff, this is your line for lethal, you missed it, I believe you. In the time I had to spin some tires there. That was the line I got to. If we get double roach to this turn, then we could die, I think. Which I assume this long pause is my opponent trying to figure out can they roach us.
What's today's happy little surprise?
Let's play a game. Wiggle with your wings, twinkle with your toes. Be cleansed.
Okay, so this is 3, then this is 4, then this is 5, which is a total of 9, and then my super evolve is 12.
Let's play a game. Let's play a game.
So this one has 4. This one has 5. This one goes to 7. 7 plus 5 is 12. Ting. The bugs. They skitter, they chitter, and they chatter. Ooh, look at all our prizes. Oh, we finished play 20 units in a single game with our Forestcraft deck. Yeah, that tracks. That one tracks.
I long for sights unseen.
This brings me back.
I think this hand's actually kind of good. Fairy Tabers, Fuel the Luxglaive. I have a Roach on the open. I think I might just play point and drop the Fairy Taber on 1 to start pushing damage.
What's today's happy little surprise?
Deeply rude. That was the best straw in my deck, yeah?
Happy little surprise.
Listen, someone was asking about this card in the last game. Like, the games where you get two double fairies on 1 and 2. Quite good.
Not the fire.
Put her under the bridge.
They are definitely the beatdown, and a 6/6 with Ward is a great brick wall here into their beatdown.
To the victor goes the spoils.
They are just like absolutely cooked here, yes? So we go this, into this, set you to 1, into evolve this, hit this for 1.
Where there's light, there's joy.
Eat you,
Just wasn't.
trade you, eat you, crack you in the face for 6. Oh, I forgot he has an evolve effect too.
Stand proud.
You've earned this. Yeah, the 6/6 with Ward.
A lofty view.
He's your best card against aggro, especially on opens like that. Ooh, treasure chest.
I long for
Is this basically anime Hearthstone plus Runeterra? That is a great way to describe this game. I think I'm mulliganing him without fairies, but I kind of like the rest of this. I think we need the ability to grind in this matchup. So the sprite here is neat. She gives us a fairy in our hand, and she gives us a fairy in play, and when she evolves, we get that effect again.
On the battlefield. She's just a young bud.
Do you mulligan for Godwood? I don't know. It depends on the matchup.
Damn, that hurts.
I'm here to spread the love.
Fine.
Wow, them playing that out proactively like that is really good for us. I think I'm gonna take this opportunity. They can't evolve next turn, so I think I'm playing the Godwood staff out and just giving them the ability to crack me for a couple, and then next turn we'll stabilize the board while also drawing some cards. So we've got Mage Journey Elf that cracks something for 3 on combo. We've got Bug Alert that picks something up and deals 2, and then the fairies obviously have Rush as well, so we'll be able to distribute damage across this board really cleanly.
Pathetic's the antidote to
So
hold
forged in steel.
So let's go. Good Fairy of the Ponds,
Splash zone. Power.
regular Fairy, Mage Journey Elf, Murder. Murder the big one, I think? I think it's Murder the big one. I think it's Murder the big one. That's close. This one gives them life when they come into play, but we're not on the offensive yet. I think I just want to do the best to stabilize my life total. And then Bug Alert deals damage at random. Nice, and we got the one we wanted. And I don't want to burn an evolve yet, because I think I want to save the evolves for like my fragrant wood ward here.
Be cleansed.
The Lord Commander.
So they're gonna evolve this one, which gives them some 2/2s.
To the shores of victory.
Fun's not over yet.
So Glade cleans their board, but means I brick a draw. He puts me up to 9 cards.
I see.
Oh wait, is he 1 short of cleaning their board? He's 1 short of cleaning their board. Congrats.
This is a breeze.
Discounted.
Not all is lost.
So hard hand size limit of 9, meaning the card I draw next turn just gets burned. So fingers crossed it's not a roach.
We fear the dark because it
Let me aid you.
Steel.
gums.
Even this storm shall pass.
Unique.
That was a second of Mots, that would have been really nice.
This is a breeze.
My oath is fulfilled.
There's no end to a fairy blader's training.
So let's do that. And then let's do this. This is damage.
A little surprise.
You 1 damage to your random enemy follower, X times or X the number of pixies in your hand. So I think I evolve him. Let's do this actually. It's here.
Not all is lost. Don't look away.
This does a ton of damage, right?
Grow beyond.
My oath is fulfilled.
I lacked foresight.
Fairies, to me.
My oath is fulfilled.
Oh, I'm gonna end up breaking another draw here too.
Be cleansed.
Because I draw from here. Alright, we drew the roach at least. Yeah, the opponent's taking a very aggressive slant here, which is smart. They're the beatdown for sure. They don't have Amalia energy this turn, though. If they don't have another 5/5 that puts a bunch of ward out, this lets them stabilize the board, but...
To the shores of victory.
I failed you.
Oh, that's so sad.
Oh dear.
Put her under the bridge.
Alright, I'm just gonna start taking game action so I don't time out here.
How does one
I was overconfident.
Tag!
Not all is lost.
Let's play a game. Tag!
Not all is lost.
Do I just hope for no Amalia here? I think I'm on the hope for no Amalia plan.
The world is full of splendor.
For my people! Good medics, the
Alright, that's not Amalia, but it does heal them.
The only trophy I need is your
I
heart.
need an adult. Honor has no place on the battlefield.
I'm dead to Albert next turn.
Let's play a game. Tag!
Not my first rejection.
Let's play a game.
So these can't attack my opponent's face.
Damn, that hurts.
This is 4. This is 4, 5, 6. Oh my god, I can put them to 1? I think I can only put them to 1. Yeah, I'm counting the Super Evo.
I see.
I can put them to 1.
People are
Oh, did I miss a point somewhere? Every time you end on 1, and every time your opponent ends on 1 and you're playing the aggro deck, you're like, God, did I miss a point somewhere?
Pluie de paix.
The hour of reckoning approaches.
Yeah, GG, put it.
This is new.
Awesome. I must have mismanaged a point somewhere. There's always the question on my mind. Games like that make me think too, like, do I really want this 7 drop at the top end? Do I just wanna max at the bottom? One extra peel it and get them cards probably good. Alright, let's tap an advert. We're gonna play some more of this when we return, since it's one of my favorites. Thanks for hanging out. Don't go anywhere, gamers. Lots of roach decks play the 2-drop amulet. Yeah, maybe we should give that one a try. I've liked Sprite, but the 2-drop amulet might be a fine one to get in there too. Let's try that. I want to try different things in this build. You are right that this is a Lambert Karen. Gives you an extra damage too when you activate it. Maybe we just max on the cheap things we can play on proactively, and I do cut this at the top end. I don't hate that. So it's another 2-drop that you can play on 2 and not feel bad about it. Which I kind of like. Looks like making YouTube. Yeah, probably. There's actually a highlight up there with a different build of this, but trying other things. Definitely like the builds that are a little bit lower to the ground. I think I like 3 Glade. Karen's a card I haven't played a ton with. This is the Baby Carbuncle, a card I've looked at a lot of other people's builds. They seem to skip this one, but it always feels like it overperforms for me, so I'm weary to cut it. Unlucky Magician, thank you for the 21 months. Welcome back. Pretty confident that Amataz is optimal in this archetype. I assume most people aren't playing Amataz because they're playing this deck as a budget choice. And most people shouldn't spend resources on Amataz. CO! From Magic to Runeterra to Snap to Pocket and now to Shadowverse, Jeff has gotten me to try them all. Thank you for hanging out for almost 7 years. Supporting for almost 7 years. It's a long time.
I long for sights unseen.
Medium rare. Or well
Second, they are Runecraft. Definitely mulliganing Lily against Runecraft. I think I'm mulliganing Majority Elf too. Or am I keeping Majority Elf and just playing her on 1? Nah, I'm gonna mulligan extra aggressively here. I think I'm actually gonna mulligan all of these, looking for Godwin Staff.
What's today's happy little surprise? Oh dear.
I play this. I go up to 8 cards. That's fine.
Happy little surprise. Oh dear. Oh dear. Let's play a game.
I wonder if it's right to just engage this right away and get my point. That's probably correct. I'm probably supposed to play that before I attack and just get my point in.
Put her under the breach.
It would have turned into another point on this as well. We are definitely the beatdown in this matchup, meaning we need to kill them before they get things going.
Oh dear.
So I'm gonna go ahead and use my evolutions to push damage here.
Let's play a game. Let's play a game.
Spend my fairies to clean the board out, and then we'll play. Am I again supposed to push damage with this? Nah, this is the Ada and Grey turn, right? So that's fine that we didn't push damage. No Ada and Grays. Okay. Alright, well, we're gonna engage this and get our point of damage in now for sure. I think I'm again just evoing to push damage.
You have a taste for property destruction.
Oh dear. Dogwood staff, awaken.
Man, I want to play cards out here and get my card draw. If I fairy conclave, the card draw from this is going to put me to 9, so I'm just going to play 2 fairies out here.
Let's play a game. Be cleansed.
All right, and then they're at 8, and I hit my 6 energy and super evo next turn with Arya in hand, so feeling pretty good.
New year, new me.
Same time tomorrow.
Opponent basically missed Ada and Grey on turn, and it was the end of
You're
it.
asking for a hex, mate.
Spell boost your hand twice when that evolves. That's pretty good.
My wings shall be your deliverance.
So again, she gives us a crest that lets our fairies have storm for the rest of the game. These get frisky here. Straight upstairs. Which means this next Super Evo can be +3 damage to the face.
To the edge of what's known. Get lost. You're done for. Crawl like the vermin you are.
What cruelty. Same time tomorrow?
Lily is lethal, yeah. So we'll go Deepwood into Fairy, into Lily, set this to 1, into this, hits this, into Fairy, evolve the Fairy, kill you.
I see. All burnt out.
That matchup's really easy when they don't have the roommates, so. Look at all of our prizes, shit.
Lofty view.
Almost up to just up to B3. That game almost makes me want the third Aria. The Aria on curve there was certainly instrumental in addition to their small miss on tempo.
I long for sights unseen.
Medium rare or well done.
I like looking for the Godwood stuff. So this is something that a number of these Runecraft decks have been doing, so they can just occasionally, they're likely not all in on Earthcraft, but they're playing this card so that way they can let's get the Godwood staff down, so that way they can occasionally deal 4 damage to the opponent's side of the board with their card that's otherwise just to heal.
May wings be at your back.
So likely not an Earthright deck is what I'm trying to communicate here. I think I just trade these fairies for this 2/2. It gets my Luxglaive Warrior gets cheaper every time one of my units leaves play, and then I get to start drawing a card with my Godwood Staff here. And my hand is such a low curve that we can draw an extra card with Godwood Staff every turn. Likely for the next few turns.
May wings be at your back. You're in the splash zone, pal. You're in the splash zone, pal. Be cleansed.
They do brick a card draw here, which is nice. BJ Forget, thanks for not forgetting to resub for the last 5.5 years. Thanks for kicking along with Hoaglandia as we explore lots of different things. Good morning, good morning. That's not the roommates.
Special assignment today.
And I assume this is an Evo Murder My Board? So, when this evolves, it deals 3 to something, and then they can attack the other.
Extra credit. Fun's not over yet.
What if I run the 3 fairies in and then Lux Cleave the other? I don't love that. What if I fairy and then Lily and then I evolve Lily? That's gonna brick a draw. So I'm gonna draw from Godwood Staff too.
Don't forget to review.
I see.
Give a type. Oh dear.
Just gonna clear their stuff out so that way they can't kill my things without me getting a little bit of value. We need an Arya or a Root Shear to be able to start pushing damage to their dome.
Ready, Graham? Right behind you, Anne. I should have practiced.
Cleaning my board out makes their Anne have less value here, which is nice for us. Hey, there's a Roach.
Let the light anoint my blade.
Let's play a game. Let's play a game.
Those 5.
Tag. Same time tomorrow?
Don't look away. Defeat is. Ah!
No!
Caught us off guard.
This is gonna go to their face, and then I'm gonna point and pick this up, which will kill this. I don't want to use the Godwood Staff to bounce my bug yet, because I want the Godwood Staff to keep drawing me cards, so ideally we can find a second bug.
To the edge of what's known. Get lost.
You're done.
Crawl like the vermin you are.
Is my failure written in the stars?
Same time tomorrow?
Forest guard dons his mask.
The world is full of splendor.
Feel what you can't see or touch. This is
I think it's I could do this. Kill this. And I think it's just play fairies. I could do this, and then I could bug alert this back, but I think I want to leave this in play and make them answer it. Like, I think it's just 2 fairies kill this.
Be cleansed.
I get to draw a card from that. They're up 1 regular evolve on
The
us.
spark of knowledge. I give up.
Okay. I assume our 6/4 is dying somehow. Hopefully they have to burn their regular evolve to kill our 6/4. It'd be good for us.
I failed you.
21 points. Yup.
Today.
I think they got him. By George, they've got him. Let's go Mage Journey Elf.
Adult.
Bug Alert, pick you up, deal 2 to something. Mage Journey Elf, kill you.
Adult.
Lambert. Then I think Lambert again. And I'm definitely ferrying. I'm gonna burn a draw if I don't play a Deepwood bounty, but if I save the Deepwood bounties, I think I can kill them next turn. So I think I just burned the draw.
Be cleansed.
I think we can kill them has been declared. Because I have 5 points of damage sitting on the board. Right? Because this is 3, 4, 5. And then my roach gets picked up by this. I'm gonna assume we can kill them. And unfortunately the timer in this game just does not give me enough time to actually talk through how I'm trying to kill them. So just like watch me take game actions, and if you see a better one afterwards, we can talk about it.
None shall escape the lash of my blade.
Because this what's his name? Bale's gonna be free next turn too, yeah? Which will get us through the Annie summoning. Oh, I burned the other roach. That's the punish. That's fine. I think they're dead with one roach. So we go kill you. Oh, do I not have another fairy? I thought I had another fairy. Heal. Heal. Play this, kill you. This is 5. Oh, do I not have enough? I might not have enough. I think I'm short.
I see.
For my people.
Oh, yeah, the person who said we're too short is right. Oh, survive. I mean, I can't know that we're gonna hit the 1 in 10 to draw the other roach, but obviously that would have let us win the game. All right, let's pull up the replay and talk about it. With all the time in the world, yeah, I think we needed a 1 point card. I think, but let's double check.
Medium rare. Or well
Okay,
done.
and then just I haven't actually showed the replay feature on stream before, but I can pause this and I could go to my turn 9 now. Yeah, I can zoom my hand. This is where we are. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Imagine having a tech stack this good. Couldn't be any other game I've ever played. So I have 9 energy, and this is my hand in the board. I really just needed one more fairy, huh? I don't think I had a permutation that let us get through this, so I definitely couldn't kill them this turn. No matter how the roach went. Could I? No, because I needed to play. I needed one more 1 point thing to get through. Which, okay, and this is actually. It's funny. I said I wasn't counting it. So this turn. Watch how this turn plays. I gave up a fairy I put into play at the end. Although I guess if I don't put that fairy out, I don't, my what's it called doesn't get cheaper because they don't kill it. Yeah, so here I could have not played this to keep this in my hand, but then this ends up being one more expensive because this wouldn't have died. So I think we end up in the same spot being a resource short. Okay, so the mistake was I just shouldn't have assumed we could kill them, and I should have controlled their board. I should have controlled their board to set up for a bigger lethal on the following turn. That game really makes me think I want a third Arya. If I would have had an Arya earlier in that game, we would have cleaned him out. It seems like it would have been pretty important. With the Cairns, maybe the baby carbuncles are less important. We swap the second of this for a third of this. How do you have so much gold? Because I spent money to get most of the cards in the set when the game launched, and then I've been saving my gold since I already have most of the cards. Because gold is pack agnostic, so I'll be able to use the gold on the next set when it comes. For people who are new here, that I see people talking about how sweet the replay feature is, and like how we can click through to specific turns and stuff. In addition to the gameplay of this game being really solid, and I've enjoyed it a lot, Shadowverse has the best tech stack of literally any digital card game I have ever played. It's honestly hard to fully put into words how good it is. I'm gonna mulligan the mate. Maybe I do want the extra one. Actually, I'm gonna keep the one. I love the Godwood staff. So this is our chance to have a rematch in the Runecraft matchup, so let's do it. Tech stack, all of the technology surrounding the game. It was probably the best drawing deck, honestly. Do you have any idea how frequent sets will be? So they've announced that the second set will be in the middle of July. The third set will be at the end of August, and then the fourth set will be at the end of October. So they're front loading them a little bit faster to start. And then they're gonna start spreading them out every 2 months, they said. I think I just want to get the Godwood staff down ASAP. This says, anytime I play 3 cards a turn, I draw an extra card. My opponent's deck's a grindy control deck. I want to just get my cards flowing here right away. So I don't believe they communicated on balance intentions. However, the previous Shadowverse balanced once a month. That's too fast. There's no way I'll be able to collect all the legendaries. First time playing a digital card game, gamer?
What's today's happy little surprise? Let's play a game tag. Thanks for the business.
So we missed on our card draw there, but we should have plenty of cards flowing
Wings be at your
every turn for the rest of the game, I imagine, from here.
Water under the bridge.
Do I want to play a Moths out? Next turn is... I miss a card draw if I play a Moths out. That might be fine. Next turn's the Anna and Gray turn. I think I'm just playing him out passing. I haven't used my Godwood Staff much to start, so getting it out early looks kind of awkward.
Ready, Graham?
Right behind you, Anne.
An endless journey.
Forest guard dons his mask.
So we're down in Evo now, but we've stabilized the board.
No!
Caught us off guard.
I do have Arya on curve here, which will let our fairies start hitting their face, which is going to be a big difference from the last Runecraft matchup we played where that wasn't the case.
May wings be at your back.
Special assignment today. This next one for
failed you.
extra credit.
I think it's just play her Super Evolve and start crunching their face, yeah?
My wings shall be your deliverance.
Yeah, I see people talking about Steam purchases being down apparently. You should spend money on the web store instead anyways, because you get more stuff for less money. Unless you really feel like you have a loyalty to Gaben and want him to get money from that you spend. Google Shadowverse Worlds Beyond web shop.
To the edge of what's known. Get lost.
Oh, it's also in game in the bottom left. There you go.
You're done.
Crawl like the vermin you are.
So the official website shop isn't cheaper, it's the same prices, but you get more stuff for the same price, which I guess you could argue means it's cheaper, but there's a technical distinction there. Man, are we cooked?
Tag! Same time tomorrow? Let's play a game. Tag! Same time tomorrow? Let's play a game. Let Lily's magic guide you. How does one adopt? Tag!
Into the night.
I have to clean their board out here, and it just does not feel good.
The world is full of splendor.
Watch the palace sparkle, smile. How does one adopt?
Oh, I ran out of time there, but I think I did everything I wanted to do.
New year, new me.
I need an adult.
What's today's happy little surprise?
Let's play a game. Tag! Same time tomorrow? Let's play a game. Tag!
Oh, I feel like I have to use a roach to kill this, which is probably the beginning of the end.
You're in the splash zone, pal.
Pardon my language.
Be
I have Godwood Staff drawing us cards, but
Ready, Graham?
we're down in Evo here.
May wings be at your back. On to the next round.
You mind if I talk about the previous replay you showed You missed one thing and it was lethal. Just say the thing, gamer.
Ready, Freya?
Right behind you, Anne.
Water under the bridge.
Don't ask. Just do it. Well, there's no way we can kill him from this spot. Right. I suppose I have a card draw here with Lily.
Let's play a game. Let Lily's magic guide you.
I see.
Where there's light, there's joy. No!
Oh, we were one card short on this one. Maybe showing up. If we saved the fairy, it would have gotten you the extra 2 points because you had 1 extra energy and the balance stays at 1. Yeah, that sounds right. So we'd have had lethal in the previous game. If I'd have held the fairy and just burned 2 draws. We're very dead here.
Be cleansed.
I walk the fivefold path. Out of my way.
None shall escape the lash of my blade!
Tall board is one of this deck's weaknesses. I would argue this deck's primary weakness is that it's not very good. We're gonna play one more with it because it's amusing, but this deck list, this archetype, not even this particular deck list, just this entire archetype is just a lower power level than like what the Havencraft deck is doing.
I long for sights unseen.
The three best cards in this game are probably Orcus, Annie, and Kuon. And the Runecraft deck gets to play two of those 3 cards.
You're in the splash zone,
It's like the
pal.
TLDR.
Fun's not over yet.
It's a pretty good opener for us.
What's today's?
Got fairy into Amataz here. Get a 5/5.
There's no end to a very latest training.
They're playing the Aggro Dragon craft deck that's been going around.
The truth is close at hand. Let's play a game. Let's play a game.
They're basically just cooked at this point.
Seems like I've overlooked something.
I see.
This card's just so good in this matchup. Hold on to my fairy for now.
I'm here to spread the love!
I need an adult.
Okay, that stabilized the board for him. They trade 1 for 1 here.
You think I shine too brightly?
An endless journey.
Big forehead guy. Oh,
Dogwood staff. Awaken.
I think this is the type of matchup where if I don't use an evolve this turn, it's probably not going to last long enough to eat all of these. So I'm just going to go ahead and get my evolve in here for little value, but it does draw me a card when she evolves at least. I just want to draw an extra card, so I'm likely to be able to carry. Oh, they're playing that in their aggro build. It's a curious choice.
nope, nope, nope.
Has anyone done the loose math on the amount of money to get a full playset of each card in a set? I mean, we don't know that is every expansion going to be 140 cards, I guess is my first question when someone asked that question, because we don't know the answer to that, right?
Is close at
There could be
hand.
variable sizing for the various sets they plan to release. Alright, so I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna go crack this in here. We'll do this to finish that.
Currents.
We'll play Lily, set this to 1.
Ideal.
Combo on this is 4 at the moment. I kind of like the idea of just pushing damage here. I'm gonna evolve this to kill this one, which draws me a card.
Where there's light, there's joy. Seems like I
I'm gonna play this, and I'm gonna crack them for... I'm cracking them for 4 or 5. I'm gonna engage this here. And I'm gonna go ahead and pick this back up. And we're done drawing cards. We're just gonna close this game out. When you look at the board, you're like, all right, we're just gonna kill them from here.
Point me to the nearest dragon.
It's time to bounce the roach.
Otohime.
Witness my kung fu!
For Otohime.
We'll go fairy, into hit you, into fairy, into hit you, into play this out, kill you. Combo is 4. Combo is 5. Go ahead and evolve.
The world is full of splendor.
Roach is pouring coffee as we speak. Yep. Time to close.
A journey of 1,000 miles.
A lofty view.
If you're looking for a deck in this game where you can always look back on the game that you played and find, I don't know, 14 other lines other than what you could have taken, then this is an excellent deck for doing that. However, I think the comment someone just gave in chat where you have to work so hard to get such a minimal payoff compared to some of the other things that are going on in this first set, I think is definitely true. Well, I've almost assuredly won more games than I've lost with this archetype in the, I don't know, probably close to a dozen hours I've played it. I played this deck a bunch off stream. You definitely work for every inch that you take and never have cards that give you free wins. Yes, I think that's probably the biggest upside this deck has. The Chazzy comments is this deck makes it hard for your opponent to know what your output range is, which does have value. Like, as you get better at a game like Shadowverse, a lot of this game is knowing, like, okay, my opponent's playing Swordcraft, and Albert with the Super Evolution hits me for 12, so it's important that I stay above 12. Or my opponent's an Orcus deck, and when they Super Evolve Orcus, that means they hit for 8, so it's important that I stay at 9 or higher so I don't die to the Orcus. Whereas, like, with this deck, you have, like, the Karen in play, and you have a bunch of cards in hand, you're starting with 7, 8, 9 play points. Your opponent's like, am I dead from 12? Am I dead from 15? Am I dead from 8? Like, they don't get that certainty of this is the break point they need to stay above because your burst varies so much depending on what the context of your hand looks like. And I think given how good this card is against Runecraft. I think if you want to have a shot with this deck, you probably want the 3 copies of her. I think Amataz, if you're missing him, you can substitute him out for a variety of other things. He's really good in the aggressive matchup, like we saw in that last one against the Aggro Dragon deck, but she's pretty important at helping you close out. She gives you a chance to close in the games where you don't have Roach by just like turning all of your fairies into dinging them a bunch. All right, I'm gonna tap an advert. We're gonna play a different deck when we get back. Methinks, appreciate everybody that's here bright and early for some Shadowverse. We're gonna do another half hour of this, and then we'll kick it over to some Stapping for the second leg of the stream. Don't go anywhere, gamers. Thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna run to the restroom while these adverts go. If you're watching on YouTube, tap the like button. Appreciate the over 100 folks that have done that this morning. Here be. Oh, I'm out of water too. Guess I should fill that. Oh, 30 seconds. Prime Viridian. Been loving the Shadowverse content. Thanks for sticking around. Appreciate the 27 months. Noah! That's your, is that your second, Noah? I feel like that's your second. Am I misremembering, though? Thanks for watching so much over the last year and more. That's your first! I must have confused you with a different Noah. Make sure to ping me in the Discord server to get access to Beverly Shills. Is certainly the place you want to be. All right, let's climb. Let's try and see. Let's see if we can climb back into Sapphire with the puppets deck. This deck's real good. I borrowed my weekend tournament, which gave a really generous amount of prizes. Free to enter tournament 4-0'd, got enough vials to craft a legendary, plus a pack and stuff. Was not expecting that much stuff for me, completely free to enter tournament. Ooh, and this is our 5th box. If we can win, that'll be perfect.
Justice for all.
So, an opposing Forestcraft deck here, but not necessarily an exact mirror. I'm gonna mulligan, looking for other cheap things here. We've got Cherub and Puppeteer, and we're going first. You know, Double Orcus isn't like what you want in your opener, but you're pretty happy to have them on 8 and 9, so.
For you, dear,
So, the puppets create these cards that have Rush, and then at the end of your opponent's turn, they get destroyed. And then my opponent looks to be playing the artifact build of this archetype, which sometimes has some puppets in it too. We are all in on the puppet theme here. Medical grade assassin, one of the payoffs for having puppets. He gives you your first puppet you play each turn Bane, meaning it has kills the thing it attacks in one hit. This, I think I'm gonna throw, so Greedy Cherub puts a card from my hand back into my deck, and I think I'm gonna live up to the Greedy Cherub name, and I'm gonna keep all my payoffs here and throw the puppet back, because this is gonna give me another free puppet here anyways. Is this deck one of the most I want to save? Is this deck one of the most I want to save my evolves deck? Yes, absolutely. It's really important that your 2 super evolves go on Orcus, and that it's important that your super evolves land on Orcus, and that you have at least 1 regular Evo for Liam in these controlling matchups. Against aggro decks, you'll occasionally super evolve Olivia to stabilize the board. So I think the play here is medical grade assassin.
It will be over soon.
Into play the puppet.
Scalpel.
Have this kill her, we push 2. But like, for example, we're not an aggro deck, right? So like, I'm not using an evolve here to push 2 points of damage. My evolves are doing things like triggering Orcus' super evolve effect to get more puppets. Catlin, thank you for the 25 months. We appreciate you over 2 years. Welcome back. We don't have a very good next turn.
Change doesn't scare me anymore.
They messed up and burned one of their fuse cards there. Holy.
This might hurt.
Seems good for the home team. Missed an artifact there.
Won't keep them safe. I'll always watch over you.
Yudi was arguably one of the best draws in our deck here, because she just lets us fill in our energy nicely, which is what she does in this deck. She's just a 3/3 that draws a card. And I'm gonna go ahead and attack for 2 here. If I play Puppet Theater, it adds 2 cards to my hand effectively, because it's gonna replace itself and then add another one at the end of the turn, which puts me up to 9. And then, but I can play the enhanced puppet to kill this. Oh, I guess I need to play 2 enhanced puppets. No, I can play the regular puppets to kill this. This is fine. So I'm gonna do this, and then that gives me a regular puppet, and then enhanced puppet deals 3, and then 2 regular puppets finish. I want to keep their board clear while pressuring their life total. So Orcus is one of our finishers. She gives our puppets Storm and Bane. And Storm means they can attack my opponent's space, and she summons 2 enhanced puppets when she super evolves, which are these 3/3 puppets. So she basically pushes 7 to 8 points of damage when she super evos. So we just want to keep nickel and diming them, so that way we can get to the point where we slam Orcus, and then Orcus cleans. Yeah, my opponents use their bullets very aggressively. They must not have better things to do with the resources. So Olivia. And there's Liam, which is stellar. So I'm gonna go ahead and Greedy Cherub. I think I'm actually throwing Medical Grade Assassin back here just because the rest of my curve in hand is pretty well set. And then I'm gonna go ahead and keep this. I'm gonna just keep their board clean here like I have been. So we'll hit that for 2. We'll play the puppet. We'll finish it. And then again, just thinking through what my turns look like for the rest of this game, is I can Orcus plus Super Evolve on 8, Orcus, Enhanced Puppet, Super Evolve Orcus on 9, and then Liam on 10. So I have just this really strong 8, 9, 10 pushing big amounts of damage. Noah's a reasonable pickup too. Yeah, he's gives you 3 puppets and makes them all a little bit bigger. And they still need to answer my cards I already have on the board.
Fly forth into an endless sky.
She's gonna do that. Heals them a little bit. Our opponent must not be terribly experienced with their archetype. They've over-generated cards in their hand a couple of times now. What's the maximum amount of damage I can push here?
Cash.
I think I'm still just getting as aggressive as possible here.
I lost my strength and gained a heart. Let down your guard.
Activate. Enhance. Fire.
So Super Evo means when it kills them, they take a damage, and then all of these have Bane, meaning they can hit my opponent's face. So these ones die at end of turn, but now they need to answer Orcus, and they need to answer Lloyd here, and Lloyd says your opponent can't target your other stuff with other things, so they need to kill Lloyd and kill this.
How can you be so sure in your conviction?
The Super Evolve Olivia, not Super Evolve Orcus. So, yes, Olivia's Super Evolve something else just gives it the 3/3. It won't trigger the extra puppet effect, basically.
Desire. Nothing but vice.
All right, and they had a card that lets them answer my board,
The end.
but they're still cooked, yeah? Are they actually fully dead? I think we have 11 exactly, yeah?
My strength and gained a heart. Let down your guard.
Because I evolved
Fate
this,
is in our hands.
and then the extra enhanced puppet, right? This is 7, this is 10, her super, whatever is 11.
It is what it is.
This deck is the singular most important you need to hold your evolutions out of any deck I've ever played. If you cannot panic and burn your Evos early, and you get to super evolve your Orcus, then you regular evolve your Liam, it's so tough for
This
anybody
too
to keep up
is
with.
the power of the heart.
Your goal is to use your puppets to keep the board cleared early so you don't have to use evolutions. That way you can have these for your fixtures. So, Noah's a really good card, but I think he's super clunky in the artifact build of Portalcraft just because your hand tends to be so full there.
This brings me back.
The most common Dragoncraft deck has been this aggressive build, so I think I'm gonna mulligan the Orcus. It might be right to mulligan Sylvia too, but I really like her ability to heal 4 in the aggro matchup. Can you kill the Intimidate in this deck? There's literally a Sylvia in my hand. She's right here. No play on 2 probably means they're playing the big range build. We also have a few ward things. And I'm playing a split of 1 Storm and 1. I'm playing a 1/1 split on Storm and
For you, dear, I would
Storm and the mech. That kid. I can give you a bunch of ward units.
I'm here to spread the love.
It wasn't my fault.
take my life.
How do I want to stabilize the board here? Think it involves a puppet theater. Think I like puppet into enhanced puppet. Kill this into 2 puppets. Kill this. Now, because they're the bigger build of dragons, it's going to be more important that I it's going to be more important that I save my evolutions for my finishers here as opposed to using them defensively. In the aggressive matchups, you could use your evolves defensively more frequently, but here you're going to want them to close. This refreshes next turn, and this is use it or lose it. So I think we want to use it. And then it's a question of, do I want to play Noah or do I want to play Sylvia? I think I want to play Noah. I do have to give up. I do have to give up a couple of the puppets though, which is a little sad. There's a hard hand size limit of 9, so if I don't play these puppets out for no value, I'm gonna brick my draw next turn.
The winged musician dons her mask.
Definitely a little awkward for us that they're not doing anything. Yudi is an incredible pickup here. Again, just lets us put something on the board while keeping our cards churning is lovely, lovely.
Unmatched across sky and sea. Without equal. Beyond compare.
See how aggressive they want to be here?
Too slow.
Very is the answer.
We are the dragons of dragons.
See you tomorrow. Thanks for the business.
Now, Orcus makes their Super Evo. Not too big of a deal here.
I lost my strengths and gained a heart. Let down your guard.
Now, there is a question of how aggro do I want to be with this Orcus. I think I want to save one of these 0-cost puppets for medical grade assassin.
Let down your
I think
guard.
we'll play out one of them. And I think
I want to be heard. Let down your guard.
a decision I have to make is, do I want to kill this with the 3/3, or do I want to kill it with Lloyd, leaving Lloyd at 1? I think I want to be in a position to race here. And they're likely playing a bunch of the 9-cost dragon that kills my whole board anyways.
Impressive.
This might be wrong, but it could also be right. If I'm pressuring their life total, it might be right to just throw the extra 2 at their face as well here.
Unmatched across sky and sea. Without equal. Witness my beyond compare. We are the dragons of dragons.
Now, it's important that I get above 11 here because my opponent has a 9-power Storm Dragon that costs 10 and they can evolve it to get a couple extra in. I think I need to use a Super Evo on Olivia, unfortunately. Yeah, not having the second Orcus, I think, means I have to do this. It does get me above 11 though, and it lets me clean their board out, which is nice.
Remain calm. It will be over soon.
Fate is in our hands.
Even fate shall fall to this blade.
Scalpel. Making incision.
Follow my lead.
I'll always watch over you.
What say we
So
retreat?
we're all out of Super Evos, but I think that favors my opponent typically. Because I don't have my points to close now. We have super evoed Sylvia. Yeah, but that's worse against their dragon, right? Because this way, if they have the storm, this makes them need to have the sweeper dragon or their sweeper legendary. This leaves me 2 super evos in play.
I'm here to spread the love.
They need to answer both of these and they're in trouble.
Against steel. One strike fatality. Does death beckon?
They needed Twilight Arbor right here.
This is not the end.
I'm using this to kill this.
Ouch!
Am I drawing 2 cards here? Is it too greedy to draw cards here? What if I do Olivia and it does a little bit of both? Olivia does a
Fly
little bit of
forth
both,
into
yeah.
an endless sky.
Young Paragon dons
That's
his
2
mantle.
bodies in play too. Let's me punt the decision down the line and if I want to heal or if I want to. I don't have a ward unit though, and I'm not threatening lethal on the backswing, meaning running big storm dragons is bad for us.
Unmatched across sky and sea. Without equal. Beyond comparison.
Well, that's their 3rd one of those, but they're out of super evos for it, so it's a little less scary.
I leave the rest to you.
This is not the end.
This land is both cradle and grave.
In the name of hope.
Am I divine thundering?
Why seek to fall from
I think I'm divine thundering.
I'll always watch over you.
Oh, I don't need to. I can puppets to kill this. This is better. Let's me save this for a biggin. And they've used their evos up, meaning their big storm dragon only hits for 9 now instead of 11, which changes the breakpoints.
The winged musician dons her mask.
It is what it is.
Storm clouds are gathering.
Oh my goodness! Never before has someone been so rewarded for saving their divine thunder. I think we're gonna Yudi to start.
I'll be your mentor.
See what we get. Am I just bell riggering? I think I'm just bell riggering. I'm saving my last Evo for Sylvia here. Or a Liam, one of the 2. Oh, you know what? I should maybe get the puppet theater down so that way Liam's better. Although there's still 20 cards left in our deck, so.
I'll always watch over you.
Open thine eyes, traitor.
Yup. So that gives them the Satan deck. I am at a lot of life though.
Remain calm.
This means I need to kill their HP.
Scalpel.
This is where I drop and return to the abyss.
Is that a jingling purse I hear?
I need a Liam like yesterday.
My pleasure. Me.
I see.
Man, I'm at 18. I don't think it's possible for him to kill me from 18, but the Apocalypse deck does some screwy stuff.
Woo! Let's get scorching.
The screaming has stopped.
Man, I really didn't want to use my Evo before Liam, but I think I have to. I guess I'm gonna draw 2 to start and see what we get. I could hit our make 2/3
This land
puppet
is
discard.
both cradle and grave.
Ooh, I could also hit medical great assassin. Have my cake and eat it too here.
Remain calm. It will be over soon.
Do I actually use the enhanced puppet this turn just because it's more resource efficient and I have so many extra? I think I'm more likely to be chugged on resources than cards here, so I'm gonna do that. It's a pretty good one.
The screaming has stopped.
How can you stand heaven's hubris?
His Orcus also lethal potentially. I gotta decide how I'm navigating this turn. I think I'm evolving Sylvia. I think I need to draw with Sylvia.
This land is both cradle and grave.
Activate. Enhance. Fire.
I have to kill them both.
Guide his own way.
Play that out so I don't brick a draw. Yeah, Liam would have been lethal. Two Liams, 2 Orcus, and my bottom 11 cards here.
Just point me to the nearest dragon.
What it is.
Sad only to be reaped.
And Liam's not lethal anymore, right? So I don't have it evolve anymore.
For you, dear, I would give anything.
Yeah, he only gives the ward on evolve.
Soon, these strings will be around your neck.
I'm just short here, right? No, wait, we're good.
My own time has come.
Nope, 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 nope.
I'm not dead yet! I'm not dead yet!
All will pay tribute
All right,
to
I'm
my
dead.
black wings.
This loss.
It's a pretty unlucky game. They likely only have 1 copy of Satan, and they had their 1 copy of Satan before we drew our 2nd copy of Orcus or our 1st copy of Liam, and I'm playing 2 Liam. Hey Jeff, how was your tournament? Reading the stream title is correct. Busted beyond belief. So, I talked about this a little bit in the Discord, but
Justice for all.
obviously I decided to take a break from Pocket because of how they manage drops nonsensically. But if I'm being honest, based on the metrics that the other creators still making Pocket content have had this month, I don't know that Pocket has much of a shelf life.
For you, dear, I would give
Anik,
anything.
the anecdotes are not great. The handful of people that they gave Twitch drops for had like a really small bump in numbers that fell off really quickly.
Sacrifice.
And there aren't overall stats for YouTube. They don't have like a nice API, but the 3 biggest Pocket channels are all down 50% or more month over month in terms of how many views they have. And I want to make it really clear because someone just asked for the distinction. I am not talking about Pokemon Pocket from a business standpoint. Pokemon Pocket is the Pokemon IP, and it's going to make giant piles of money. It by no means lives or dies by its content creators. It made $50 million last month. It's not going anywhere. But as far as people consuming Pokemon Pocket content, the numbers surrounding it have really not been good. And Pokemon had a chance to help that with Twitch drops and just completely flubbed it in a massive way.
Here's the booster. Promise this won't hurt.
Screaming has stopped.
It wasn't my fault.
That's a nice pull. So we get to go Love Struck Puppeteer, Medical Grade Assassin, and then use the puppet to kill this.
Scalpel.
So I felt so sleepy.
Repent.
This kills my board, but that's fine.
Take my life.
Pocket is both a poor implementation and a commercial success. 2 things can be true at once. Yeah, I fully agree with that. If I play this, I'm only getting 2 puppets in hand, but that might be good enough because I have this one too. I could puppet strings to kill this, and like this misses some value, but more importantly, it leaves me with board presence while killing their thing, which I think is important. This is one of the things Noah does that's really important for this deck, is he gives you the ability to interact with your opponent's board while building your own without burning an evolution. Hey Jeff, would you like to try my version of this deck? I found it's way more reliable. So I think you think you're being helpful, but the way you've kind of phrased your statement there is a little combative. Conveniently username clown on the YouTube side. I always welcome constructive specific criticism or things we could maybe do to improve, but hey Jeff, the thing you're doing is bad and mine's better, do you want to try it, is not constructive or specific or helpful. It just kind of tears down the thing that I'm working on while asserting yourself as an authority figure I should be listening to.
Without suffering, there is no glory. Brace yourself. Thou art worthy. This is
Dilsky, you really need to read Liam. I'm going to give you a 10-minute break to read it. Liam doesn't do any amounts of damage if you don't have an evolve. I don't think I'm in a position where I want to start attacking them yet. I think we're killing this. And I'm playing Yudi. And then Puppet Theater actually overfills my hand here, so I don't want to play it. Did you make this list? I noticed it said net deck. That literally doesn't matter for the conversation we're having. Again, if you want to offer constructive criticism about the thing that I'm playing, it doesn't matter if I got it off the internet or if a viewer sent it in or whatever. I expect you to be thoughtfully critical of it, regardless of the source of the deck list. Is it crazy to play Noah to pump these enhanced puppets more so my Orcus can do just like this insane bit of burst? I'm gonna brick a draw, and I'm gonna be really sad if I brick into like another Orcus or Liam, but I think if I don't draw Orcus or Liam, I'm kind of happy with this
Without
play.
suffering, there is no glory.
Oh, can we die? I forgot this comes back with Storm.
You are safe here. Rest.
My revenge.
I blinked and missed what got destroyed there, but I think it's fine.
I lost my strength and gained a heart. Let down your guard.
Do I burn a super evolve here, or do I just play my 2 enhanced puppets? I think I burn the super evolve, because this lets me save the 0 cost puppet for after I Liam,
I want to be heard. Let
which
down
lets
your
me push
guard.
extra damage.
Let down your guard.
So these have Bane. I don't think they can kill us next turn, famous last words. But these are 2 4/4s with Storm. They have a super Evo. Janine is lethal. Yes, because it kills Lloyd. I feel like once they attack Lloyd, I'm no longer dangerous.
But my teachings are
He holds divinity.
maybe this will make a believer out of you.
My staff's a perfect painkiller. Master.
So I can heal to 12, but that still leaves me dead to their big Storm card next turn. Because they have Shining Seraph coming in. So I think it's just Liam and then max the wards and then hope to top deck a what's her name next turn. So when I evolve Liam, all of my puppets gain ward, and they gain, they gain ward and they deal damage to my opponent. Oh, I guess I'm still cooked regardless, yeah? Or no, I just leave these up as ward things? Yeah, I think this is the play.
Without
No,
suffering,
this leaves me
there is
dead
no
to...
glory.
I'm probably just dead. They have a super evolve. I think we're cooked.
My weapons bestow fair judgment.
Yeah, this kills something when he evolves too. Yeah, the more aggressive build of Haven is definitely the best one. Like if our opponent's playing the more grindy build, we never win this. Man, I like how the game's changed. Someone asked me earlier why I was using the quit button instead of letting my opponents attack for lethal because, you know, there's missions to attack or whatever. And that game's such a great example, right? Like, they took 3 or 4 different unnecessary game actions before finally killing me. Yeah, if you want the deck list, so we're gonna wrap up with Shadowverse and kick out over to Snappin for the afternoon. On the Hoglandia Shadowverse YouTube side, there was a highlight yesterday of this deck list. I used it to 4-0 the weekend tournament. So we'll be back with more Shadowverse tomorrow morning. For anybody that's new here, you enjoy Shadowverse content. We're playing it for 2 or 3 hours to start the streams in the morning. I'm here Monday through Friday during the week. And then we play Marvel Snap in the afternoon. So I'm gonna tap an advert on the Twitch side. The YouTube stream is going to end on the Shadowverse channel. However, if you're looking for more Shadowverse stuff from me, a deck, let me make sure it's up over there. Yes, the Earthright Runecraft deck. I hit an 11-win streak with Earthright Runecraft playing. We've got the first 3 or 4 games on stream, and then I played the rest of it off stream. I was having a good time with it. If you want to check out some Earthright Runecraft, check out the link on the YouTube side. I'll be back with more Shadowverse tomorrow. If you're here for some Snap, don't go anywhere, gamers. We'll be playing that momentarily.